Stop what you're doing right now and answer me this question honestly. Are you actually preparing for PTE or just rehearsing an exam? Most students actually don't know the difference between preparation of an exam and rehearsing for an exam. And this is the single differentiator why people have to attempt multiple exams and they have to prepare months after months and the score doesn't move. Stay with me, and by the end of this video, you will have a complete understanding of why some students improve and others remain stuck. Additionally, I'll be presenting a complete plan to fix this problem. Think of great batsmen like Virat Kohli or Babar Azam. They are known to be the best performers in the cricketing world right now. They are not there because they have played most matches. For instance, Babar Azam once said that he faces around 500 to 600 balls every day, not in a stadium. So why he has to face 600 deliveries in a day? Have you ever thought? Because he practice on movements, same shots again and again until they become automatic or they become the part of his playing strategy. Now consider an ordinary cricketer who shows up at every match, plays the match, finishes the match, and when he goes home, he thinks he has done a lot of practice. But along the way, has his technique changed? The simple answer is no, because he is not improving his skills. He is simply repeating the mistakes. This is how not skills are built. Skills are built by doing a lot of practice. And matches are where the skills are tested, not practiced. And with my experience of all those years, I've come to know that many students simply keep playing matches. They don't practice at all. For them, appearing in a mock test is simply practice or a preparation. So, what mostly students do, they would sit, appear in a mock test, look at their scores, and close the screen. They're off for a day. So, you're simply practicing the format, not the English language skills required during the exam. So, now come back. What actually is preparation? Preparation involves identifying those skills that need your hard work. For example, it could be your pronunciation, your practice with different grammatical structures, or even improving your listening strategy. You approach each deficiency step by step and you'll have to work on that deficiency on daily basis. Now discuss the differences your preparation and your rehearsal will have on your goal, on your method, and when the things change. Additionally, what differences you will face on the test day. So let's first discuss the goals. The goal of the preparation is to build real language skills that are required during the exam, while the goal of the rehearsal is to get familiar with the software. When it comes to method or methodology, you will use active recall while preparation and error correction. On the side of rehearsal, you'll simply be repeating questions or trying different templates. So, what will happen when the things will change? If you have done a preparation, you will simply be able to adapt. You know the logic how to change or how to alter your ways when the things change. And when the things change, if you have simply done the rehearsals, you will panic. You will panic because of pressure. You will not be trained to handle different situations. Now come to the last point of the test day. If you have done the preparation, you'll be confident and flexible. But if you have only done the rehearsals or you have only attempted the mock test as a preparation method, you'll be anxious and will be only making guesses. So let's talk about PT scoring system. PT scoring system has no concern with how many mock tests you have ever attempted. It is only looking for your English language skills. So let's understand first of all that why students or even you keep repeating the mock test. Most of the time, mock test feels productive. You attempt an exam, you will see a score, and your brain will give you a message that you have done a lot of hard work. But unfortunately, that's a false signal. Researchers call this illusion of competence. When you recognize the answer that you have seen before, your brain thinks it understands, but recognition is not at all same as understanding. So here is a reference to a research. So what the research says, students using passive recognition score around 40% lower on real tests than those who practice active recall. Seeing that you have put a right answer seems easy, but producing a right answer under the pressure and without any prompts is a real skill that PTE requires from you. So let's talk about how PTE will gauge things. PTE would not be looking for your speed because of all those mock tests that you have attempted. It will be looking for the right techniques. For instance, have you observed a comma or a full stop during speaking? Were you accurate when it comes to pronunciation? When it comes to writing, your response is gauged against the highest scoring responses in PTE exam. Additionally, a memorized template with no connection to the actual prompt will be detected and penalized. You cannot simply copy your way past the system. You have to build the skill to gain the higher score. So next are the steps that you'll need to put into practice so that you avoid rehearsing and you focus entirely on preparation. There is a rule known as 80-20. This rule says that 80% of your time goes to preparation. That could be improving pronunciation, improving your vocabulary, or simply getting to know the grammatical rule, while only 20% of your time would be dedicated to attempting mock tests. You need to follow a method of active recall. Stop running after prediction lists, because if you're not able to know what grammar rule actually worked in filling or fill in the blanks, then following all those lists is of no purpose, because when a question will change, you'll not be able to identify how to rightly fill in the blank. So the next step would be deep error auditing. Imagine Virat Kohli getting out on a very low score. What he would do? He would go back and look at his videos, watching what mistakes he had made. He would look for his timing, or he would look closely at his footwork. Same needs to be done by a student who is an aspirant of PT student. Whenever he finds a mistake in any of the questions, he should sit down and analyze the mistake, find out the rule that needs to be applied, and practice on that or memorize the rule of the grammar. So in the end, I would simply say that you'll need to work on the techniques rather than attempting multiple mock tests, because mock tests won't help you in improving your score at all. Scores will only improve when you start building real skills. So I would simply say stop attempting mock tests, start preparing. So if you like the content, I would request simply to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel, because we are dedicated to let you know the facts that usually are not taught. Thank you so much, and we'll meet again with a new topic.